Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. What's up, Kashmir? What's up, Shadi Thoughts? I see you in the building. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Claire. Hey, honey. Money. What's up? Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, TC. What's up, Wisdom Spirit? Hey, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Peace, 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 peace. I have something that I wanted to share with you guys. What's up, Chief? I have something that I want to tell you guys, right? Everybody's great. Everybody's doing well. But I wanted to share these thoughts with you guys. And if you guys are ready for what I'm going to share with you guys, put some diamonds in the chat. If you are interested in what I got to say, put some diamonds in the chat. Hey, Bree. Hey, Shani. What's up, Chrissy? Hey, you're worthy. Or you're not me. Hey, Kaylin. Hey, y'all. Hey, 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 hey. Happy solar return, Rose Black Gold. What's up, Anunnaki? What's up? Okay, so I'm going to just dive in right now into what I feel. Hey, D Grateful. Okay, it's good to know y'all in here. It's good. Good to know that you guys are interested, right? I have been going through different things in my life recently. Hey, Supreme Radiance girl, I love you. I have been going through some things recently, and I believe that things that happen to us in our life is not for no reason. And I feel that as a conscious human, as a conscious being, we are supposed to decipher the synchronicities that come to us in our life. We need to assess the things that we go through in our lives as experiences to ultimately bring us into our full potential. I feel that many of people in our Black community or in our community period are stagnant within our own potential as humans, and I feel that it has always been my purpose, a part of my spirit, to bring our people to a higher state of consciousness, a higher state of awareness. And this is why I went to carbonation in the first place. I didn't go to carbonation to fuck. I didn't go to carbonation to ultimately be in a relationship. I went to carbonation to ultimately bring our people out of the slumber that we are in, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. And so you guys publicly watched me go through a lot of things, and I have become an example to you guys of what healing looks like, what raising your vibration looks like, what facing challenges look like. And a lot of people like to make fun of me, and a lot of people like to downplay the experiences that I've had. But in reality, what I've been through on some level is what we all go through as people, as humanity. And so I personally have a lot of gratitude for the things that I have experienced and the things that I have went through and the things that you guys have watched me go through, because I know that it is vibrating us to a higher level. Whether you see it as toxic or not, whether you see me as immature or not, whether you see me as not great or whatever the case may be, I feel like I am great. I have a great purpose, and I am here to change the world. I am here to echo into the universe. And if it took me to be abused for 3 years in front of everybody for me to be seen and for my life to be exposed to the public, I wish it to be no other way. God damn, I'm literally shaking. Like, my whole body is literally shaking right now. Hold on, y'all. My body is shaking. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Whoo, my whole body is shaking. My whole body is shaking. Right now, I just feel this immense amount of gratitude. And I feel gratitude because you guys, most of you guys, the people who I see, the people who I'm connected to, you guys love the shit out of me. Like, you guys want to see nothing but the best for me. And at first, I really couldn't see that, and I really couldn't feel that, because I was taken into the account of everybody around me who neglected me, who didn't see me, who didn't understand me, who didn't love me. And I was honing more into that than the love that's out there for me, through the support that's out there for me. I am literally shaking. Like, I am literally shaking. My dad was a huge part of my transition into who I am. I don't think that people who are like super close to me understands the power that lies within our bloodline, the bloodline that I come from. And as crazy as kept, it wasn't until, and I'm gonna just put this out there, and this is no shade, this is just strictly the experiences that I've had in my life. It wasn't until I came across the Blood That Heals on Instagram that I realized, I truly realized and understood that I am the royal matriarch. I am the bloodline that's here to change the world. And so there was a lot of experiences that happened to me after that, to the point where I started like taking pictures with items that my dad, that is significant to my dad. You know what I'm saying? And I emphasize my father, because my father, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. I don't care about what nobody say. My dad loves me, and I fucking miss him. And I've been thinking about him. I have been like crying because I miss him so much. My family will never understand what lies inside of me when it comes to the connection that I have with my dad. My dad is a huge part of why I made it. He is a huge part of why I'm here. He's a huge part of my testimony. He's a huge part of my future. My dad, my dad fought for me. He fought for me. And when he transitioned, it was literally like all of his fighting spirit, the rest of it, you know, all of his fighting spirit, all of his strength, everything that he wanted to like see come out of life was passed down to me. I'm crying because this shit is triggering my heart space. What's on the inside of me is like something that I can't sometimes even fathom. But I'm in my purpose, and I'm doing it, and I'm here, and I am a living testimony to what it looks like to grow out of the environment that I was once placed in. And he, like my dad, all of the good things, you know, all of his good qualities, all of his good characteristics were triggered in me. And I feel that And my mom too. Like, all of her good characteristics are triggered in me. And I swear to God, like, when I was growing up, I felt like I had to choose. I felt like I had to choose between my parents. And I felt like I had to choose between who I wanted to be in my life. And I was forced. I was forced to do something that I did not want to do. And that ate me up. That ate me up as a child. And that's why I ultimately ended up in the situation that I did. Because I wanted to see more come out of life. I wanted to see more come out of life. And I think that both of my parents wanted to see more come out of their children, whether they disagreed or not. I feel like my parents subconsciously wanted better for their children, and that is triggered within me. And I want my children to have better. I want this world. I want to build a world for my children that is better than what I grew up in. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if I had to go through that shit with carbonation to be seen and to be heard, I don't want it to be any other kind of way. So recently, because I'm coming to these epiphanies and I'm having these uploads of my purpose and the fact that I was never wrong in the first place, and the fact that I am literally in my purpose, it just triggered it triggered the queen in me. It triggered the queen in me. And I feel relentless with what I have to offer to the world. I am not letting nothing stop me from expressing what it is that's on the inside of me. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you think I'm immature. I don't care. You can block and delete yourself, because we are moving into a new world. This is not a game. This is not something that's just like, oh, this is like hypothetical. This is not hypothetical. We're living in a world that's changing. The old times are dying out and the new times are coming in, and it's time for a shift. It's time for our people to rise in their greatness. We are constantly talking about our queendom and our kingdom, and we are not doing the necessary things that's needed in order to elevate and rise. We can be beautiful all we want. We can fucking be alkaline all we want. We can be in nature all we want. We can talk about these things all we want. But what we really need to be doing is applying these experiences and the wisdom that we got from these experiences that we've been through, whether it was traumatic or not. We need to be applying this wisdom to our life in order to elevate. This world that we live in is not okay. We are poisoned at an all-time high. I don't care about what nobody think about me. I know the truth. I know that what I did when I went to carbonation was to change me and to change everything around me. That is nothing light. The person who was a false prophet is now incarcerated because of the karma that he placed on himself, because he wasn't responsible with what he was given, with the knowledge he was given. He used it to his advantage. He targeted the 144 people. We all want to make fun of the people who went to carbonation. We all want to make fun of them and say like they're stupid and XYZ. But these are the 144 people in the world, 144,000 people in the world. And quite honestly, I think it's less than that. But it's those people that's in the world that are the chosen. And our people needed a place to go to learn and to experience and unravel the trauma. Carbonation was a ticket to unraveling the trauma that's inside of us, so that we can become great again. How are we not going to face any adversity or any challenges or be triggered by any challenges or adversity and say that we can elevate into our queendom and kingdom? There are many different levels of us elevating as a people. As a people, we can't just be in situations where we're not being challenged to grow outside of the DNA that we have already active. We needed that challenge. We needed that. Every single person who went to carbonation needed that experience to become great again. It's a choice. These people are either going to elevate and become greater and be in the purpose that they are supposed to be in, or they're going to fall the fuck off. And if they fall off, that just means that they're a part of the mass majority of people that don't want to change. And I'm so passionate about it because this is what I want for myself. This is what I want for my children. I'm not on here because somebody said Velvet go live and talk about this shit for clout. Velvet go live and do this shit for money. I'm on here because I care about my people. And this, what you saw my dad do for me when he came across seas, I don't care if whatever perception that you thought, the fact that he freaking traveled, whether it was hard for him or not, whether it was something he probably didn't want to do or not, or whatever the case may be, he did it. He did it. He made a conscious choice. He made a conscious decision to fight for me. Just because he didn't fight physically with his hands and beat up the person that was abusing me, he did it in the spirit. People, we need to understand that this reality that we live in, this physical reality that we live in, is not just all physical. It is all spiritual. It is all spiritual. Anything that you do in this lifetime, anything in decisions that you make is echoing out into the universe, quite literally. It is echoing into existence. Existence has many different levels, and which we would call dimensions. You are a soul before you are a physical body, which means that a soul is energy. You are energy, and what you do has a ripple effect. The fact that my dad fought for me, that's who I am. I am a fighter. No wonder why you saw me online fighting this false prophet. No wonder why you saw me online fighting for my people. I wasn't just fighting for me. I wasn't just sitting there talking all of that shit for me. I had them become a voice for the people that can't find their voice. I had them become an example for the people who need to elevate into their queendom and kingdom. But you know what backlash I get? Hate, envy, jealousy. People don't know how to appreciate me, my energy, and what I have to offer. People call me narcissistic and big-headed and arrogant, but you can't be mad at me because I know who I am. I am the blood reina. I am. This is in my blood. This is who I am. And I'm never going to be anything other than that. And everybody who tries to keep me out of my queendom, who tries to push and shun me like I'm just a regular ass girl or whatever the case may be, there's something that's coming to you that you can't even fathom. You can't even know. So be careful who you disrespect and disregard, because you don't know the rank that they have in the spiritual realm. This is why I don't go around dealing and treating anybody any kind of way. If you have ever met me, anything that you have ever gotten from me was love. Let a motherfucker drop something in my chat right now. Come up in my chat right now. We can go live together. If you think that I have not ever offered you love, anything I have ever done in my life has always been from pure love. So I'm not going to allow people to come into my life, and because they feel different or they have another perception of who they think I'm supposed to be or whatever the case may be, I'm not going to allow that to deter me from my purpose. My purpose is to be here for you. Is to be an example for you. My whole life is an example for you, so that we can elevate up out of this muck. The system, the government, whatever it is that you want to call it. I'm not worrying about these people. I am here for my people. That's the difference. I'm not worrying about anything. I don't have anything to worry about. I'm good. I'm worried about, I'm not even worried. It's not even a worry for me. I am here for my people. I love you. I care about you. I want to see you be in your queendom, in your kingdom. I want to see us rise. I want to see us elevate. You mad at me because I want to see us rise? You don't want to rise? You don't want to become better than what you are right now? You want to continue to work a 9-to-5 job where you putting your energy in things that no longer serves you, that doesn't quite serve you at all? You want to continue to kill yourself? You want to continue to put your children in positions where it's hurting them? You don't even realize that what you feeding your child, what you exposing your child to, everything that you got going on for your child is hurting them. It's not helping them. And I know that because I was a product once of my environment. I know that. This is not shade on my parents and what they did and didn't do or anything like that. It just is shining light on the fact that we need to become better people. The black specimen, the melanated specimen, whether you are a man or a woman, has so much power. We don't even understand because we have been indoctrinated and born into a society and taught to live backwards. Literally, we're taught to worship the white melanated person. We're taught to worship these and idol all of these different things like working and houses and cars and all of these things. None of these things have spiritual rank. These are actually very low vibration. These are the bare minimum necessities that you need to survive as a human. This is your birthright. Having a car, having a house, being able to pay for your food and all of that. That's a bare minimum of a necessity that you need as a human. What you need to be worried about is your spiritual ethnic. You need to be worried about what are you doing spiritually to grow. The reason why we are born is to elevate us into our spiritual development. We are here for a shift in consciousness. We are here to elevate in consciousness, not to sit idle and worship things that are actually below us, things that are actually has nothing to do with us. Rather, do you feel me? Do you understand what I'm saying? If y'all understand what I'm saying, please drop some diamonds in the chat, because I'm making this imperative because this is what I'm here for. I'm not here to be an example to other single mothers on how to still be complacent and dependent on a system that don't give a fuck about them and their children. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to teach people how to live backwards. I'm not here to be an example to show people and be this example for people on how to stay stuck in their traumas, how to stay stuck in the challenges that they're in. I'm here to show us how to move past it, how to get over it, how to conquer it, because we are the queens and kings of this earth. I don't care what nobody told you. I don't even care if you don't believe that yourself. I'm telling you that you are a queen, you are a king in your own right, and you have every right and birthright to being that king and queen. And if I have to be the example, if I had to suffer, I have, and I will continue to suffer for the sake of my people. My dad had a business and he named it For the People. I am here for my people. I am not here for any other reason. I am here for you because I love you. And I love you because I love me. At some point in time, I thought like, dang, I'm allowing people to abuse me. I'm allowing people to reject me. I'm allowing people to just walk all over me and do all of these things to me. And I thought for a quick second that I didn't love myself. But that was never the case. That was never the case. Why do you think I'm able to shine the way that I am right now? Why do you think I'm able to love on myself the way that I do right now? Because I just switched up my priorities. I always loved myself. I always loved myself. I always wanted the best for myself. And I always loved everybody around me. And I always wanted everybody around me to have better than what we all were offered. So for me, I switched up my priorities. And I said, I can't allow people to treat me less than what I am. And if you feel some type of way, that's on you. That don't have nothing to do with me. If you are triggered by my confidence in who I am, baby, you need to go and be on somebody else's live. Because if what I'm saying and doing with myself is triggering you, you need to take a deep look in the mirror and ask yourself, do you love you? Because if you loved you, you would understand what I'm saying right now, and everything that I'm saying you would receive as pure love. You wouldn't receive it any other type of way. But because you are indoctrinated, because you have been exposed to things that you shouldn't have been exposed to, because you still eating all that poison, because you still have your priorities fucked up, you look at me like I'm somebody that just is, oh my God, she thinking too much of herself. I'm a queen. I'm put the crown on my head. If I don't put the crown on my head, I definitely can't rely on you to put that crown on my head, because you will never put it on me, because you can't even put your own crown on. My crown was on the whole fucking time. People say, Val, don't let your crown fall. Don't let your crown slip. Don't let the da-da-da-da-da. My crown always been on. My crown has always been on my head. Always been on my head. You know what the fucking craziest part about it all? You see this hat right here? You know what I had to go through to get this fucking hat? You know what this hat is? That's my father. Right there. This hat right here was my father. Was at my father's funeral. His energy is LRM, Larry Ronald Marquez. That is my father. No coincidence, that's directly over my eye. Come on now. Everything happened for a reason. Then this picture comes to me. Beautiful picture. Shout out to the artist. This picture was made for me, and I intuitively put the picture right there, and it's looking dead at my father. That's me. My crown has always been on my head, period. And I'm not going to allow anybody to come into my life and think anything less of me. And if you do, baby, you could go. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to rest here. You don't have to hear me. You don't listen to me, vibe with me, share a space with me. You don't have to, baby, because I have better things to do in my life. I have better people to meet. I have better experience to live out. And I have things that I need to be teaching other people that do see me, that do care about me, and that do understand who I am. And they're going to be enlightened. If you don't want to be enlightened, you can go. Period. And on another note, my dad had been coming to me, and I wasn't even realizing it. Check this out. I believe that we like to talk about ancestry, right? Ancestry, I feel like it's in our blood. We are the ancestor. We are the walking ancestor, quite literally, especially in today's now and time, because so many millenniums of ages have passed us by so much, and so much fuckery has been done to the point where our blood line, the blood that rests within us, that's literally a direct connection to your genome, and your genome is literally your cosmic makeup, and your cosmic makeup is literally the blueprint and structure of who you are as an entire entity. You have things attached to your genome that you can't even see in your physical body. Literally, you can't even see it on your physical body. You can't see it in your physical reality because it's more spiritual than it is physical. And so with these things being the case, with this being the case, we are now our walking mothers and fathers that were once here and living in a righteous way that we need to get back to. So my dad, once he transitioned, my dad had been coming to me in little ways. Like, everything that I do is intuitive. Nothing that I do is premeditated. Everything that I do is intuitive. And sometimes I feel bad because I feel like I need to be apologizing for certain things, but I don't apologize about shit because I am right. I am in my purpose. So my dad, I remember, y'all remember the pictures that I posted with this hat on? I had this hat on and I had the paintbrush in my hand. I did that intuitively. And I was like, let me take a picture with this hat, like, you know? So I take the pictures and I ain't think nothing of it. I posted it. I'm like, cool. Then I do the photo shoot with the white and the red. Remember that? About to blow your mind. I took those pictures with those red roses and all of that white that I had on. Remember? My dad, y'all didn't know this. My father was buried in an all-white suit with a red tie and I think a red handkerchief maybe. I did that intuitively. I took those pictures intuitively. Literally. It was all in the moment. So the fact that these experiences are happening to me, it's reminding me, do you know who you are? Are you in your purpose? Do you know what? No wonder why everybody keeps sharing that picture of me in that red with those red roses. My father's spirit is all over it. All over it. My dad might have not been here for me in all of the ways that he should, but right when I needed him is when he was there for me. Right when I needed him the most. The most sensitive time in my life was when my dad was really there for me, and that moment outshines any other moment that he has never been there for me. And that is all that I need as his daughter, to know that he loves me. I don't care if he didn't do the things that he should have done when he was. I don't care about none of that. What I care about is that when right before my dad transitioned, he told me and he showed me more than he can ever tell me that he loved me, that he saw me. And this is why I cry so much when I think about my dad, and I miss him, because I know for a fact that my dad knew who the fuck I was right before he transitioned. My dad was trying to acquire 14 acres so that I can pursue the mission and the purpose that I was set out here to do. See, he saw way beyond a fucking nature boy. He saw beyond that shit. He might not have understood. He might have made bad decisions as far as certain things that went on in the process, but he knew exactly who I was. He was trying to set me up. And you know what happened? Certain things weren't established and put into place before he transitioned, to the point where the enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy. You know who taught me that? You know who taught me about the devil? You know who taught me about the devil energy coming to only kill, steal, and destroy? My father. Nobody ever taught me that. Nobody ever sat there and told me, Vel, the devil, he always told me that the devil is here to kill, steal, and destroy. Sometimes when things happen to us, we might not understand why. We might not understand why, but these things are happening for a reason. And so I lost. Not even lost, because it was all transformed and given all back to me. But in that moment, I felt like when he transitioned, I lost the very person, the only person who truly understood me, who truly saw me. And if a man can't give me the love in his way that my father gave to me, if I don't feel like the man who I'm supposed to be with loves me how my father loved me, and better, because a father's love is different from a husband's love. Let's get that understood. Let's clear that up. A father's love is different from a husband's love. But if my husband doesn't make me feel like how my dad made me feel right before he transitioned, that's how I know I'm not supposed to be with him. If I feel rejected by a man, if I feel like I'm being pushed to the side by a man and treated like an option to a man, that's how I know I'm not supposed to be with him. And with that being said, I appreciate what my dad did for me, what he did do for me, because not a lot of people had their fathers in their lives to fight for them to that extent. When I was 16 years old, my culture, the reason why I call myself Creole femininity is because, and I really honestly don't care about how nobody look at this, right? The culture that I came from, Creole culture, is surrounded by Indian tradition, feathers. We're shamans. We play the drums. We play the flute. We are close to the earth. This is what we do. This is who we are. We fight for our tribe. We fight for our people. We fight to keep our family together. This is the Creole lineage. When I was 16 years old, I was brought up in that culture. I was in if you know about the Mardi Gras massing Indians, this was just a representation of our ancestors. This was a ritual for gratitude and praise to our ancestors and what they did for us through spirit, not physically. I'm talking about through spirit, to keep our people sovereign. These Indians have a ritual that they do to celebrate our ancestry, our bloodline, our culture, our people. And so I was brought up in that. I was an Indian. I was sewing these suits. I was massing. I was doing these things. I personally was not ever able to fully come into my own worship and ritual when it came to these things because of certain barriers and obstacles, but I was a part of it. I sewed the chief's costume. Me, Velvet Gabriella Marquez, I sold these costumes. I put in that work. You know how many times I done pricked myself with a needle trying to sew things for the chief? You know how many times I had to sit there and watch my father and the other men that was around my father prime mirable around the costume and take the glue gun. You know how many times I was around for that shit? So much so to the point where when I was 16 years old, right before, well, when I was 15 actually, my dad, so every man, when you are brought up in this culture, every man of the household is considered the chief of his family, right? But then when you bring the community together and you bring the families together, there is one chief, and then there's a council of the chief, right? My dad was the chief of his tribe, his family, and then he was the, what do you call it, like the next in line, literally the direct connection to the chief. He was the next chief in line. People went to my father for different things, and I honestly don't care about how nobody feel about this, because I watched my dad be in these ceremonies. I watched him be in the community. I watched him be that go-to person if you couldn't get to the chief. My dad was the person who directed you to the chief if you needed to be directed to the chief, if he couldn't help you or if something wasn't making sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? So because of the family dynamic being this way, and every man has a chief of his own family, or is the chief of his own family, there is a ranking. Your children that you have start to take on the rank of the culture of being an Indian or being a native of the land, right? You have spy boys, you have flag boys, you have kings, you have queens, you have, well, not even kings, but you have chiefs, and you have chiefesses, and you have derivatives of that. There is so many levels to it, right? When I was 15 years old, my dad never had a queen to stand by his side, or a chiefess to stand by his side. Maybe he felt that there was no woman worthy enough to become a chiefess, right? That he deemed to be chiefess. When I was 15 years old, literally, this was way before carbonation, this was way before all of this shit happened. My dad came to me and he said, Vel, I want you to be queen, but you're not old enough yet. And I also, because we were facing financial hardships and stuff like that when I was a child, he wasn't able to generate my wear, my costume, as you would call it. He wasn't able to generate that for me to usher me into the community as queen of our family. But my dad asked me to be queen. Not even asked me, he appointed me. My dad, no one knows this but me. No one was around when my dad appointed me to be queen of our family. There is no coincidence why that happened. I carry that memory with me so much in my life. I constantly think about that. No wonder why I ended up in a community of people where I was appointed. This was no decision of mine. I didn't decide to be chiefess of carbonation. I didn't decide to be queen of I didn't put myself in that throne. I was handpicked and selected because I am the royal matriarch. What I have in my blood, what I have inside of me is here to change the world. I am queen of my family, of my tribe. I am chiefess. And if anybody feels indifferent about that, congratulations, you feel indifferent about that. I respect your opinion, but what I'm not going to do is argue with you about who I am. When I clearly know who I am, when I clearly know the purpose that I have, and when I clearly see my reality reverberating back to me, what it is that I need to prioritize and what I don't. So because that has been a part of my experiences as well, because that has been an experience of my purpose, or within my purpose, or whatever, however you want to say that, I know who I am. And I have been reactivated. I had to go within. After my challenge, I had to go within, and I had to truly tap into my own power. I had to truly tap into my own heart space and unravel the trauma, unravel the things that was holding me back from my queendom. And once I did that, once I prioritized what it was here that I needed to focus on, activation after activation after activation, things coming in my life activating me. So much so to the point where I literally felt like I was being resuscitated back to life. Because after the trauma, I had positioned myself in a dormant state. My DNA had then become dormant because of the self and inner work that I needed to do to elevate to who I am and where I am today. And I wish it to be no other way. I don't want to change the hands of time. I understand every decision that I made. I respect every decision that I made. And moving forward, I'm learning how to be confident in myself, whether it's intuitive or not, because I have understood over the years, especially now in 2022, that everything that I did was right on time. It was divine, and it was guided by by the Most High. Something that exceeds further than what I can only imagine right now in this moment. And so I take pride in who I am to uplift my people. I take pride in my queendom, and I keep my crown on my head because I understand and I care about the rise of our people. I'm not only here to elevate myself, I'm here to elevate you. I'm here to be an example to you on how to elevate and how to rise. Anything that I touch at this point in my life turns to gold because I have a pure heart and I have nothing but pure love to give. And anybody who meet me, who come in contact with me, will experience that. Period. And I know that. And I stand 10 toes down in that. And I stand firm in that. And I'm confident in that because that's who I've always been. And that's all I've ever been. I even still am giving love to the person who tried to destroy me and try to be this force in my life to be my demise. I still love that part of me that wants to kill me, wants to destroy me, wants to exilate me. I still have love in my heart for that. And if I have love in my heart for that, you know I have love in my heart for people that I don't know, that have never done me anything. And I will move forward and I will walk forward in my purpose with my crown on my head. And if you don't like it, you can go be in a world that doesn't care about you. You can go be in a world where they're constantly encouraging you to eat poison. You can continue to do all of the things that's going to keep you a slave, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So I speak to all of the kings and queens out there, all of the chiefs and chieftesses out there who want to become better, who can't seem to find their purpose because everybody else around them is telling them, oh, that's not real, that's not true, always being doubtful and never really putting the life, the love inside of them that they need to become the person who they're ultimately supposed to become and uplift them into their full potential. We're all supposed to be here in our full potential, and we're supposed to have a community that's based around us being in our full potential. We are supposed to be having children to create better humans, better than what we were, to create a better world, a better lineage. This is what we're here for, not to continue to live backwards. So I'm speaking to the people out there who want to rise. I mean, truly rise in a queendom and kingdom. Not people out there who just talking it. Not people out there who just want to farm and want to do all of these things for money. I'm not talking to the people who just want to make money. I'm not talking about the people who just want to sit on social media and make money. I'm talking about the people out here who really is sitting down with themselves in real space and time and real reality and doing the inner work, doing the shadow work, doing the things that they need to do to uplift them into their kingdom and queendom. These are the people who I am talking to. These are the people who I am here for, and I am not here for anything else. So, I feel that I've spoken my heart. I feel that I don't have anything else to say. That's how I feel. And the fact that I have two queens, two chieftesses that's by my side right now gives me all the motivation to keep going, gives me all the motivation to create a better world for them. Because guess what? It can stop at myself. I could be selfish. I could say and do things, and I could hand them over to the government. But I'm not. I'm leveraging the government for my own personal benefit so that I can become the queen that I am. Just like they use us to become the entities that they are in our world. And so with the queens that I have by my side, with the chiefesses that I have by my side, that's everything that I need right there. That's everything that I need, and I'm grateful. I don't care if you saw my children as a mistake or not. See, people wanted to make fun of me. People wanted to say, "Oh, she's just sleeping with people. She just doing this. She just doing that." Everything that I do is in divine reason. People who I was with, people who I have slept with, was for a divine reason. These people led me to my freedom. And if I wouldn't have never made that choice, I still would be in a situation that was not where I would be right now and today. So I don't regret any decisions that I made when it came to who I was with, who I had children with, who I slept with, and XYZ. But can you say the same? You pointing the finger at me, but you got 3 fingers pointing back at you. Can you look in yourself in the mirror and be okay with your sexuality? Can you look in the mirror and be okay with who you slept with, who you're sleeping with? Because you're sleeping with someone right now that you're not even supposed to be with. Let's talk about it. So I know what I'm here for, and I know what I have to do. I might not have understood a lot of things and why I probably was with certain people, but now I do. And I hold myself to a certain echelon now where a man can't even come to me if he doesn't have XYZ. A man can't even come to me if he don't even know himself. No wonder why guys are flocking to me, because everybody wants to be with the queen. Who don't want to be with the queen? Like, come on now. But I have a choice. I have a choice to either accept this man in my life that's not good for me or not. And I clearly see that these niggas ain't shit. And not for me, because I'm not going to say you ain't shit. I'm going to digress off of that. I apologize for calling you shit. I see that these men are not for me. And I choose to reserve myself for my king. I have found love. I know what love is. So, with that being the case, I hope y'all got something from this message. I hope y'all got something from this live. And I hope that we all find what it is that we need and come into contact with the experiences that we need to elevate us. And I just want to say this before I end it out. When you are dedicated to your rise, when you are dedicated to bringing other people, when you are committed to your rise, when you are committed to seeing other people elevate in their rise, you're going to make a conscious decision to suffer for someone, something, even if it's for yourself. So I urge you to be prepared. Be prepared to face challenges. Be prepared to be hurt. Be prepared to unravel the things that's necessary, that hurt you and that traumatized you, to overcome it and conquer it, to uplift yourself, to elevate yourself. So be prepared. Be prepared to be faced with your shadows. Be prepared to look in the mirror and be okay with who you are and be okay with others around you. Be prepared, because this is not for the weak. In order to elevate into our queendom and our kingship, it's going to be one hell of a job. But those who are committed, it won't even mean nothing. It won't even be nothing. So shout out to all the kings and queens in the building. I see y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I love the love that y'all give me. I love the support that y'all give me. So I'm going to answer these 2 questions before I go. And I'm going to see what this hitting for. So Sugar Vivi say, you are a true queen. It's not what you've been through, but how you get through it. What is understood doesn't have to be explained. I am you says, would you ever lock your hair again? Absolutely. Right now, I'm just, growing my hair out. I'm loving my curls. I'm loving my afro because I feel that my afro has a power within it. That's my crown. And I feel that it has a power within itself. And so I'm feeling that. It's my crown. My hair is my crown. And so I'm loving my crown right now. I am loving the stage that my crown is in right now. And I want to, be in tune with that. I want to feel that. I want to embrace my own power. But see, here in this picture right here, my hair is locked right here in this picture. And so I'm going through my own developing stages. I'm going through my own rise. And so I want to be okay with who I am at all stages. Even if people don't like me, even if people don't accept me, even if people think I'm stupid, even if people think I'm talking out the side of my neck, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I am okay with me. I am okay with who I am. I love me. If you don't love me, that don't have nothing to do with me. I know that if I love me, I'm going to be able to receive the love that I have to offer other people. If I love me, I'm going to be able to receive the very love that I give to other people. So, yeah, I'm in my own queendom right now. I'm on my own rise, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every part of it, every bit of it. I love everything that I've been through. I love everything I'm gonna go through. I love the stage that I'm at right now. I love everything. Who the fuck? I love it. So yeah, if you have any other questions, please drop them in the question box. I'll answer it. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. 44. I love y'all. I love everybody. And I just wish I wish everybody but the best. Like, I just wish that everybody, uplift themselves and pour love into yourself. If you're not getting love, I hope that everybody is pouring the love back into themselves the way that they need to. You know what I'm saying? If you can't take me cussing, you can exit. Like, that's just what it is. Like, our people, I don't know why people think that, this is like all peaches and cream and I'm supposed to be on some Buddha type shit. When I actually am on some Buddha, right? But do you understand girl, if I never said a curse word, I wouldn't even be able to connect to certain people. Straight like that. And my purpose here is to connect to humanity. If I got to curse today to the point where it got to lead us into a future where I don't have to curse at all, I will cuss my motherfucking ass off until I see a motherfucking change. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. Even Jesus said, woe to you bitches. Period. You know what woe means? Woe means, bitch, I hope you fucking die. That's what that means. So don't try to come at me talking like, why are you cursing? I'm cursing because our people are fucking broken. And our people, sometimes that's the only way that I can get through to some people because they can't get it any other type of way. So you have to have a balance. We're in a space and time right now where we have to have balance for our people. I can't just come on here and just be like, alhamdulillah, my baby, understand the time. I told you guys you need to be nice and vulnerable for your people. Bitch, who gonna be able to understand that? Ain't nobody gonna be able to. We're not even there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet enough to sit with each other and talk to each other in a clear term. Some of us can. But you know how many people I'm targeting right now? It's a whole demographic of us. You're one person out of 1,000, out of 5,000 who can sit in a intellectual conversation with me where there would be no cussing involved and completely be able to understand. Most people ain't ready for that. Most people can't understand that. If you throw a little fuck in there, if you throw a little motherfucker in there, it's going to connect to them. Because that's where we came from. We came from cussing, people cussing us out, people telling us we ain't shit, people doing all of these different things to us. Now it's time for the balance. Now it's time for the shift. I'm cussing, but it has a purpose behind it. A huge purpose behind it, and it has energy behind it. And if you understand, you understand. And if you don't, shit, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just was moved and guided to come on here and share who it is that I am with you so that we can all rise and elevate. Now, until we get into a space where I can talk to the 144,000 people that is supposed to be in alignment and tuned in with the universe or tuned in with the Most High and on their queen and kingdom, is the day I will stop fucking cussing. Until then, we all need to get our shit together. Because see, people who sit there and be like, oh, God said don't cuss. The Most High doesn't like when we cuss. It's about representation. We supposed to be representing Jesus. Bitch, Jesus cussed a fucking lot. They didn't put that in the Bible though. But he cussed a lot. Those people who do that and who say that be the main fucking people behind closed doors who be cussing everybody out. And if they don't say it out their mouth, they definitely doing it in their head. So don't try to hit me with the fucking righteous versus non-righteous type bullshit. That's semantics. We ain't got time for the bullshit. We getting straight to the point. Because we've been in a fucking world. Y'all watched me be in a world where people tried to use the very thing against me to manipulate me and hold me down outside of my rise. And I ain't going for that shit no more. So y'all let me know what's real. Like, I'm studying over here. I'm learning over here. I'm understanding over here. And just because I don't claim myself to be a Christian, just because I don't continue to do devotionals, like, you don't know what I do behind closed doors, but because that's not my focus point, doesn't mean that I'm a bad person and I shouldn't be trusted because I'm not doing XYZ. Most of your fucking Christian is the fucking devil, where the devil roams, where the devil lies. So I ain't got time for all of that. I ain't no Christian. I'm a queen. I know who I am. I understand who I am. I understand my purpose. I understand why I'm here. And those who hear me will. And those who don't, won't. There is no way that I am not tapped in with the Most High and able to sustain myself. Be where I'm at today. Say the fact that I am blessed and highly favored. Ain't no way. You gotta be tapped in came from where I came from and be in a position that I'm in right now. You have to be tapped in. You have to be tapped into something divine. Come on, bro. Like, don't try to make it seem like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It's not an emotional thing. It is the truth of the matter. It's the truth of the matter. Why am I going to take a critique from somebody that's probably not even doing half of what I'm saying in this live right now? I'm not into taking critiques from people who are not even doing half of what I'm saying that I'm saying that is going on right now. Do you know how much inner work I've done thus far? If I met you in person, you would fucking tremble. You wouldn't even be able to look me in my eyes completely. How much self-work I've done on myself. This is true, Rise. This is the truth. This is nothing emotional. It might be a little passionate. You know? It might be a little passionate because our people need to wake the fuck up. But it's never emotional. Everything is logical. Everything is understood and everything is solidified. Everything is an understanding. Everything is truth. Everything is truth. It's not emotional over here. If it was emotional over here, I would be crying because of whoever it was I felt rejected by. That would be emotional. Emotional would be me going off on the deep end about some shit that don't even matter. Everything that I'm saying right now matters. Everything that I'm saying right now is everything that we need to be applying to our lives so that we can elevate and rise. Period. And if I never was in a state of giving any type of emotion, because passion is an emotion. So it's like you telling me not to be emotional, but it's like passion alone is an emotion. So if I had no passion, if I had no emotion of passion, you wouldn't be moved to say what you're saying right now. You wouldn't even be tuned in probably. But because I have passion behind it, you're listening and you're triggered to say something. Maybe you need to stop cussing. I don't know. I'm just saying. So there's many different dynamics that we can look at this situation. But what I know, one thing to be true is that it's the truth. I know that for a fact. I wouldn't be where I am today if I was saying anything other than the truth. I see the lies. I see the people who out here being false. But I see the people who hate. I see the people who jealous. I see the people who come in my life just to watch me, just to see what I'm doing, just to see so they can copy me. I see them. I understand it all. I'm looking down because I have done so much to rise. This is what I'm trying to get all of us to get to. I will rise. This is what I care about. I will rise. I'm tired of being in the community of queens who hate on me because I got my crown on my head. You mad because I got my crown on my head. Bitch, I'm trying to help you put your crown on your head, but you don't want to put your crown on your head because you don't know who you are, because you don't want to go in and do the inner work. Come, that's real. That's real. You want me to sit here and be fake? I'm not going to be fake for nobody. Period. I'm going to be me. I'm not, you can't put me in a box. You can't predict what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it. You will be shocked at all times with Velvet Gabriella. So be prepared. And I hope that what you are shocked by triggers you into your greatness. I hope that what you are triggered by and what you are shocked by helps you rise and evolve into the queen and king that you need to be. Because I would love to sit at a dinner with you and exchange on an intellectual level and call you my sister. But you're not ready to be my sister, so I can't do anything with you. I can't, but I still love you. That's why I'm on a live right now telling you that you need to get your shit together. And I'm getting mine. I got mine. You see what I'm saying? And that's why the Most High appointed me and positioned me to be on and in the purpose that I have right now. I am anointed to do this. This is not something that I just woke up and said, hey, I want to get my shit together so that I could tell other people to get their shit together. No, I woke up with the mindset, damn, I want to be in a better world. I want to be in a better place. I want better for my children. I want better for myself. And because of that, it triggered my anointings. And God pushed me forward. God said, Blood Reina, be here, do this, do that. I'm here because of the Most High, not because of my own liking. I honestly wouldn't want to get on here and talk to none of you because y'all drain the fuck out of me sometimes. And I hate coming on here sometimes, but I understand my purpose behind coming on here and speaking out the truth that I am living and that I am in. I understand the purpose behind it. And I love it. I love my purpose. I love what I'm here to do. And I wish to do and be nowhere else or do anything else with my life. Period. I don't want to do nothing else with my life. People like, you need to get a job. Da, 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 da. You want me to give my energy to a system that don't care about me, that would deliberately tell me and sit me there and say, oh, Velvet, you need to be doing XYZ. You need to be feeding your children poison. You need to be teaching your child shit that they don't need to know. You need to be running after that bag. You would rather me do that and not run after and secure the bag of my soul? You wouldn't want me to go secure my soul, but you would rather me be in a system that wants me to secure everything else but that? I think not. But yeah, let me answer these last 3 questions and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Love and life to you. I appreciate that, sis. I do. Sis, did you get a chance to look at that movie? LOL. No, I didn't, but I resonate with it. Like, that came to me. I'm telling you, things are intuitive with me and I understand it. I don't have to watch a movie to understand who I am. You understand what I'm saying? And that's intuitive. And that's intuitive because I'm divinely tapped in with the Most High. I have a direct connection to divine energy, to divine source, to what we call God, to what we call Jesus, to what we call the Most High, to what we call the Krishna, to what we call Amen, Ashe, Ashak, love. I'm tapped in. So, but I will watch the movie though, sis. I will watch the movie though. Suge said, would you ever consider going back to one of your children's fathers? No, that's not my children's fathers is not the king for me. That was a time and situation in my life where I needed to learn from, and so did they. I chose to be responsible and they didn't, and that's just period. And I don't got time to backtrack. I'm not looking back on shit. I'm moving forward. So yes, that's only the questions. You glowing hard today. I appreciate you sincerely, Van. I'm still thinking about you. Just know that there's a lot going on right now, and I really need to prioritize. I don't think people really understand There's a lot that you're going to have to prioritize when you're elevating and you're doing the inner work and you're doing shadow work. There is a constant, but I will get to you. Don't worry. Just don't worry. Just don't worry. Just don't worry. Just don't worry. I'm going to get to you. Please. I will do a separate live on doing some inner healing. I would, people think a job is just supposed to be going to work at a goddamn corporate 9 to 5. This is my purpose is my job. Your purpose is your job. You're not doing your job. If you're working at a 9 to 5 and having that routine over and over and over and basically killing yourself and doing everything for other people and what other people said that you should do and following and running after this American dream and trying to keep up with the Joneses, you're not in your purpose. You're not doing your job. Period. I'm in my purpose. I'm doing my job. That's why I'm highly favored. I'm highly favored because I'm doing my job. My job is to heal myself. My job is to love on myself. My job. Somebody was trying to call me. My job is to create a better world for myself and my children. My job is to be an example for humanity on how to come up out of these challenges that we face. This is my job. I'm in my job. I'm doing my job. Are you? So with that being said, I just hope you guys have a beautiful day today. Enjoy your day today. Re-aim your focus. Don't prioritize and be the best person that you can today. Don't beat yourself up about it if you slip up or if you can't necessarily make the decision right now. Just know that if you have the heart and the mind to move past and move forward beyond what it is that you are currently experiencing, know you will make it, know you will survive, and know that you are a part of the 144,000 people out here that want to actually live in a heaven on earth type of situation. So I love y'all. I care about y'all. And I wish y'all nothing but the best. So until next time. Later.